Okay. Apparently we are live. Let's see what we got going on here. Okay. So I'm going to wait just a minute and let a few people come in. So I've been thinking, the reason why I haven't been uploading a lot of edited videos is because I started the gallery, I started all of this. I've been working really hard at the hair salon, and life has basically threw me some loops. The flood happened, and Sparky got attacked by some other dogs, and we've been nursing him back to health. He is doing way better than he was, but needless to say, that's been a hard time. And here we are. So I figured I'd do a pour today, live, and I'm going to see how these respond. I'm just going to continue to do lives because of the simple fact of the matter that there's no editing, and it'll be a little easier for me to handle sometimes. Anyway, if you've just popped in, please say hello so I can see. Excuse, I hope this is a good angle. I have an 18-inch round here. I buy these from Home Depot when they have them in stock, and I absolutely love them. You can also use MDF if the MDF is thick enough, and yeah. So, what is a flood pour? Well, it's either a flood pour or a float pour, but the gist of it is I'm going to take my colors, which I've primarily picked out browns and golds, and I am going to pour them in a dirty cup, in these little bitty cups here, put them in different places on the round, and then I'm going to flood the entire round with my white paint that I have mixed up here. And we're going to lightly lift the cups and move them around. And then we will get a reaction in cells. I did forget to get my oil, my silicone oil. Do I have any in here? Let's take a look. While I'm waiting on a few people to hop on, I will pop in and take a look. I will double check and make sure that I do not have any in here, and then I might pop out there and grab some. I thought that I had some in here, however. I usually do in my array. Let me grab some oil, and I will do that. Alright, I have my oil. Oh, I knocked the camera. So I have my oil. It is a silicone oil. I'm going to try my best not to put much in each color because I don't want a lot of this oil. It is very potent. So I'm literally putting like one drop in each color. Okay. So now I have my oil in there. I'm going to give them all a light mix. And this one doesn't have a stir stick. as I mix the oils in, I'm just going to go ahead and pour into my cups. There's no rhyme or reason as to how I'm going to pour this in the cups. Okay. This one seems to be on the thicker side, so I think I'm going to add a little water to it. Make sure it's mixed. Oh yeah, that's much better. Better to my liking. So I'm just going to keep pouring it in. I'm sitting them off to the side. I don't want to put this gold in just yet. I'll go with gray. So I'm going with earth tones. And when I think of earth tones, I think of browns, grays, and like neutral type color yellows, but mostly browns. And I have quite a bit. I have a honey brown. I have a chocolate brown. I have a brown that I mixed a little orange into. I have a brown that I mixed a little red into. And I'm just putting all these browns together to make this really neutral palette. So I'm really excited about this one. I haven't done a neutral pour in such a long time that I got the itch to do it. And sometimes when you get the itch to do it, you get the itch to do it. And I'm going to end with gold. And I think what I'm going to do with the gold is I'm going to hold it up high. I love gold in my pours. So I'm going to hold this up high in hopes that it penetrates deep down into all those colors. So this one has more paint in it than the others. So I'm just going to go ahead and add a few other colors to make them all even. Okay. And I'm going to move these off to the side. There is a little paint in them, so I might do something later with that. I'm not sure what I'll do though. And I'm going to stand up for this because it's kind of tricky. And then there's my white. I don't want to get any color in the white just yet, but I'm just going to quickly flip. And I'm going to do it again. Flip. Flip. Whoa. That one kind of went everywhere, didn't it? Alright. Now, let me go ahead and pull a palette knife. I'm going to take my white and I'm going to pour all around these cups. And this is where I'm telling you, this is what we're calling flooding the canvas. We're going to flood it and get as much white on there as possible. So remember, everyone, I'm always telling you this. Always make sure you strain your Floetrol. And if you have really old paint, it doesn't hurt to strain your paint as well. Simply because you don't want a lumpy, bumpy pour. You want to keep all the gobbies out of the pour as much as possible. So I'm just going to move this white paint around. I'm not really nervous about the brown already leaking out of the cups where I've like flopped it, honestly, because that's just gonna add to the color. Look, I found a gobby. Look at that, guys. Ew, a gooby gobby gooby. Look. Move this out of the way. So right now what I'm doing is I'm just kind of bringing some of that white all the way to the edge of this round, trying to leave the middle as pure white as possible. And that's just because I want those white rivers. Getting paint all the way around here so it can lead the way. And I'm going to go ahead and torch what I just swiped, essentially. Just for giggles. Now, this is the fun part, guys. Ready? I'm going to lift ever so slightly, and the idea is that this paint will travel as I move it. Wherever I move it. I am one of those people that I don't really move with purpose. I just pick it up and move where I think the paint needs to go. It's a fun way to get different designs in different areas. You guys want to see the inside of the cup? Pretty, pretty. Cool. I'm going to move these cups out of the way. And I'm actually going to lift this and I'm going to tilt it and we'll see what we get. Here we go. This is the fun part, guys. Now I'm going to tilt in kind of a clockwise manner. Ever so slightly letting the paint run over the sides. And that's simply because I just want full coverage all over this round. I don't like that. So I'm going to push it back the way it came. Now I'm going to stretch down this way. See how that turns out. Ooh, I like that better. Okay. Now, look at the sides. Make sure everything is covered. So there's some over here that's not covered, so I'm just going to help it along. Okay. Cool. Now, I'm going to remove my gloves. And we're going to torch. See what we can get. So I've been watching this lady on YouTube, and she is awesome. Her name is Bailey Saryan, and OMG, Becky, I am loving her channel. It's crazy because, like, my mother and I were like First 48, Forensic Files, true crime drama type people, and that is what Bailey Saryan does, except for she also mixes it. She kind of, it's intriguing because what she does is she talks about true crime and what happened to the killers and their history and things of that nature. And let me tell you, it is so interesting. I can't get enough of it. I watch this chick all the time. I've been back watching all of her stuff. She's been on YouTube for a long time, and I love it. Let me check the, hey, Soldier Poet. Hey, Julia. Sorry, guys, I had to walk over to my computer to check the chat. But anyway, I have been loving that channel. If you guys are into that type of thing, the um, what do you call it? True crime. Check her out. She's pretty awesome. Even my cousin, who is a guy, watches her. He's like into it too. Like, cause he and I, we all grew up on true crime dramas and things of that nature. So I'm gonna show you guys what this looks like. But before I do, I'm gonna do something kind of crazy. I'm gonna take a little risk. I'm gonna take this paint that I have left over, and I am going to lay it into a cup, and I'm probably going to ring pour in the middle of this and see what happens. Why not, right? You never know what's going to happen until you do it, right? Sometimes you need a little art therapy. This is what's going on with me today. It's been a lot going on with Sparky and work and everything that I just needed a little art therapy and freedom, not thinking about things too much, because I've literally been holding a lot of feelings in. I've been holding a lot of worries in, and it's not healthy for you. And so sometimes when you do art, you can just let it out, and that's literally how I feel. And let me know if that's the way you all feel. Like, if you ever created something simply because you just wanted your hands to be moving, because literally that's where I'm at in my life right now. There's a lot of stuff going down, and I'm just done. So a lot of honey happened in this first part of it, and I don't know if I like all the honey. I want more depth. So I'm trying to avoid using too much yellow and the other colors. And then I also want a lot more of this gold in there. So I'm going to puddle pour the gold. And then I'm going to take this cup that I just found, poured. And I'm going to stand up for this. This is a ring pour. It has a lot more depth, a lot more of that red in it. That red brown and the yellow. That it always just looks so pretty together. And then there goes the white at the end, which is exactly what I wanted. I am squeezing this cup to a point, you guys. Now, I probably should have took the gloves off, but what do we do? So, you guys always hear me say, if you don't like a pour or you just want it to be a little different, keep going. Don't stop. Just make sure it's what you want it at the end. So that's where I'm at. I had a lot more paint left over. I didn't really like the outcome of the flood. So, I ring poured on top of it. Let's see what this brings, right? So very slowly, I'm going to stretch these rings out, see what happens. Just stretching. Now, see, I like that better. Oh, guys, I like it better. It turned out with a little more depth, so I'm really happy with that. So now I'm going to torch it. See what happens after we torch. See a lot of pinhole bubbles popping. I'm not lingering in spots. Okay. Now, I think this is more interesting than what it was. So, let's see. Oh, I see a few more comments. Let me go over here and see them. Thank you. Thank you, guys. So, let's see if I can do this without super shaky cam production. I'm still trying to get my setup properly done in my studio. I tried the build up that I had before, and it was just too small to work with anymore. And then I tried putting a piece of wood on some chain up there, and now it swings a lot, and it's not in the proper spot. So, push come stuff. I'm using a tripod right now, and I think this is working pretty well because you're actually like eye level with me. However, I'd like to get a few more angles, maybe from up above and in from another angle on the table. So let's see if I can pick you up with this thing and give you guys a closer look. Hi. Okay. Alright. Check it out. It's almost like a very natural looking geode. I'm sorry for shaky cam productions. Put you guys back down. Alright. I knocked down all my cups and everything. Anyway, that was my art therapy for the day. Like I said, hopefully I'll be doing a lot more live action in the future. Just trying to get things situated, get my studio situated, and then get my business running. But with all that, I really do enjoy, YouTube, and I really want to get back to it as hardcore as I used to be. It's just time management, really. And with all that being said, I'm going to bid you guys adieu. Thank you all for stopping in. Oh, I got another comment. Let me go over here and read it. Thank you both. Thank you so much. And thank you for hanging out with me today. It's really nice to talk to some people who enjoy art as much as I do. Um, as always, I hope you guys were inspired to try some art therapy of your own, and just get your mind out of the day in the life of whatever you're going through. Uh, you can always contact me on Chromostorm Arts on Facebook, and also you can always contact me through the comments down below. It helps me out if you hit a like or even dislike. All likes and dislikes help my channel, and if you could share my channel with somebody. Oh, somebody's late. Let me go see who that is. Oh, okay. Yeah, watch the replay. It was really fun. It was a floating pour that turned into a ring pour. Anyway, like I said, I'll try to do more lives. Please share my channel with people that you know who want to break into the art scene. This is a fun way to do it. Anyway, I hope you all were inspired, and I hope you have a great day. Bye bye, y'all.